Hi ladies, today I'll be reviewing these books in here that are meant for kids 3 to up to 5 years old even. So today we'll be tackling also the subject on would you allow your kids to trace and tracing. And some teachers said, some educators said like it's not appropriate for kids to give something that they could follow, something that they could trace, the activity of tracing. They're not recommending it because they say it's not developmentally good for them, and some are incorporating it in their curriculum. So I would like to discuss and to share to you my view on this topic. And we have some items here on what I have regarding that. And I'll be reviewing these books also that are targeted for 3 to 5 years old. This is the first time I'm touching it. I haven't even opened some of these books yet. And I'm just going to show it to you and what's inside. If in case you're interested in buying something and you want something to see and know what's fully inside before you buy it online or recommend it to someone. I'm going to show you since I have it already. Okay, let's start with this. This is Excel. This is run by Excel. It's really great though. I like that it's plain and simple, not too colorful, and I like the formation of the this is the kind of that's more conducive for very young learners.
Press subscribe to find tips and techniques in homeschooling very young kids.
The formation of the eyes in this way. And if a book is not having this kind of font, I really don't use it. So I'm just gonna flip through the pages. Here they have stickers. What's that? How to use this book. It's like a manual though. This one, look like here. This is a concept of longer or shorter. This is good. I have to tackle this with my 3.5 years old. Actually, very soon. Good that I opened it. So this is about texture. This is a good. This could be a good curriculum to follow, though. It's not even just enough. It's about texture, and this one is the area. Comparing two areas. So which one is bigger? Which one is smaller?
Mama.
Yes. Yeah, put it back. Good. Drawing one larger, one smaller. These are nice concepts that they're trying to portray to young kids, and you can make additional things for your kids to practice and to master. But it tackles everything that has to be learned for kids 3 years old. I think 4 years old, 3 to 4 years old. So this is finding which one comes first. So this is a good logic reasoning. So before you dive into the water and then when you go out you get wet. It's a good thing to tackle with kids. These are the shapes, sorting the 3D shapes and finding circles. This is a great book. I didn't know how valuable it is to now that I opened it. Making patterns. Oh, this is good. Additional for my geometric shapes, wooden puzzle. So I can make circles. This is learning how to draw, to sketch. So just going to you know the kids this age have to learn. Yeah, it's all for all of you. Very colorful and nice pages are. Okay, turn it off. I love the colors. I love how simple they created the colors. Also very nice for girls. Very subtle. I love this kind of things that we have to count. Very nice. so kid friendly. It's not developmentally appropriate for 3 years old for now. But this kind of things is good. Realistic images is not so good at this age of 3 years old. Cartoon, a cute cartoon would be appropriate. But the scary looking monkeys or bears.
Do forward this channel's link to parents who you think might benefit from it.
Anything is great. These are too harsh for 3 years old, but for 5 years old it might be good. Some books are, I have some books before that you don't know when you're going to use because by the time that you make your kids use it, they already learned everything from it, because the way it was meant was like it's for young kids, but it's actually for older kids, and so you just live. Yeah, it's sleeping time soon. So this is just one of those books that I don't think is very useful for very young kids, and by the time they reach the age like 5 years old or 6 years old, they won't be interested at all, because they've learned already from much more simple versions of books that are targeted towards this age. Yes. For elephant. Okay, starts with elephant. What does he eat? What is he doing? Eat. Let me tell you, for 3 to 4 years old, it doesn't actually, if you teach them in a phonetic way, if you teach them phonics, it doesn't even matter if they spell the word correctly. Like, to spell the word, to write the word eat, it's enough to write the word igloo and then eat. Because the concept is just to learn to read first, because developmentally the concepts of proper spelling is not yet there for 3 years old, 4 years old. So I don't think this would work for 3 to 4 years old. Again, you don't teach this kind of words yet. The fly, these are not appropriate for 3 years old. Okay, they target it to 4 to 6 years old, so it's okay. It's okay though. There are other types of books that could be more useful than this. So this is a good concept. The first time I see such a concept where they show many types of fonts, and the kid had to decide if that letter is still got, or is still duck, or is still cup. Again, I don't see that as something very useful. An ice pie, it's good. I would see, perhaps a month from now they would love this, but right now I don't think they would love doing this. Now we move on to this brain crust. I don't know how much the retail price for this. So what is it? A whole year of curriculum-based exercises and activities in one fun book. So let's see the ABCs. I like it. It's simple, but for B, it's big and simple. Cut for cut. Duck for duck. Fish. It's nice. It's good for learning the letters. So what age is this targeted for? Ages 4 to 5, okay. This is too simple though for ages 4 to 5. It varies actually from teacher to teacher. Some teacher will say like the things that for example, my son has been doing when he was 4 or 5 years old is not developmentally appropriate, but now I see the result and I would say why not? Why not go for it? You know, if the kid is accepting it, and if we are teaching it in a proper way and in a fun way, I think we are thinking very lowly of our kids when we say like right away that it's just not developmentally appropriate. I think it depends on the materials you use, the method you use in teaching them, and how fun it is for them. They can actually have really a big brain. You know, sometimes they're so shocking that you don't know that they actually understand the concept. They grasp the concept. Emotionally they are not, but mentally these kids can shock you, can surprise you. And when I hear some teachers online they're saying like, let them just play, I understand the kids have to play, but there are 24 hours, like 12 hours sleeping, and the whole other 12 hours, what is that all gonna be play? It's not appropriate also. It's like you're limiting your kids too much. If you just have time to teach them in a fun way, why not? You know, you will be surprised in what your kids could learn and how fast they can understand concepts. So this is one of the books that I would say if you teach them. Okay, I'm coming. They would say it's too simple of Y instead of H, and it's much faster for your kids to start learning to read. So it sounds funny, like if you ask your kid in public place, like, oh, what is this letter, and the kid will answer like, yeah. People would, what is yeah? And just don't mind it. Know that if you want to teach your kids to read early on, you have to read the letters in a phonetic way, or otherwise start early with teaching your kids the letters, and then when they know all the formations of each of the 26 letters, then move on to sounding out the letters in a phonics way, in phonetic way, like instead of A, but instead of B, cut instead of C, f instead of f, and then g instead of G. So this is the type of way to teach your kids how to learn to read early. So here they're teaching us phonetics. This is a good way. This is the first part of learning to write, is to learn to write in a diagonal way, vertical, horizontal, just to make the hand and this wrist move better. So it has to happen before they start writing each of the letters. Here they are being taught how to form the letters. So all of the letters are being shown. This is cute. This is nice. And here we move on to numbers. This is a good curriculum. So it's not just only literacy. This also covers math. And as I told you, kids this age, again, what's this targeted? 4 to 5. I think 1 to 10 still is the target for this age group. These are nice illustrations. I like it. 4, 5. I like these illustrations. So nice. I love the math part. The literacy part is a bit too simple for me. These are nice. Very nice drawings. Very nice illustrations. And I love that they put it in a box so that... Again, this is the book Brain Quest workbook. Ages. This is great for kids ages 4 to 5. So now let's go to the phonics part. We are done with the numbers. So number 8, number 9, number 10. See, so they just really target for learning numbers 1 to 10. So a little bit music is being taught in the fingers of numbers. Again, that's part of counting. These are some activities you can do with your kids to teach them to learn the numbers 1 to 10 and number correspondence. It's basically anything that can make them realize that each item is adding a number to a whole number of the group. For example, if there are 3 apples, they have to know that 1, 2, 3. Number 3 is the proper answer if you're going to ask them how many apples there are. So here we are showing, this is now the third part of this book, the phonics, which is very important. So for apple, they have to spy for what are the items, what are the things here that starts with letter, with whatever letter. So for apple, astronaut, these are nice. This part is good. From this book is good. Very simple yet very nice to look into. E for eagle, K for jacket, K for kangaroo. So anything here that starts with K. These are really great things. I should have had this before, but right now it's too late. My kids already know these things. Perhaps I'll give it as a giveaway. This is all for octopus or ostrich.
Do forward this channel's link to parents who you think might benefit from
There are
it.
some new things that they should be learning. My kids should be learning too. Some concepts that haven't been taught before to them. So for queen. So I think I'll be teaching them because there are some words here and the nice illustrations that actually teaches them more than what they have learned. So this I'm just going to. Now we are in the vocabulary. So what are these things? I mean, what are these animals? So what are these? The bookstore in the sports area. Traffic lights, street signs, toy store, market. These are good general knowledge from farm friends. Now these are now the colors. See? So these are the targets for skills and learnings that kids ages 4 to 5 should be learning. Most have been learned by my 3.5 years old now. So only a little concepts have not been covered by my. We are now in this part of the book, the shapes and colors. So again, this is a curriculum-based book. That means everything that's inside this book have to be covered for a certain age, and it's like sort of all the things that they have to learn at that age. So that's what it means by a curriculum-based, and not a supplementary-based. Supplementary-based is when you have those books that you can add an addition to what your main book is providing, just for a better way to teach more to your kid. So here it is. Here it covers the colors. Teaches the kids that they have to color particular things in a certain color. Like this one, this is orange, so the kids have to color it orange and green. Again, if you have been seeing my videos, most of these things have been learned by my 3.5 years old kids already, and it's something that you have to decide for yourself in accordance to what your child already knows. So here, what are these? The concept of same or different, and shapes, same or difference. Again, we covered this also. Here, art time. They also cover some art concepts. Clean up. Put it away. So silly. What is so silly? If something is wrong, you have to toss it out. And shoe pairs, pairing of shoes. This is a certain type of activity where they train the child to spot the difference or find the difference, and to actually look at the shape of a particular thing. This is to help the kid learn to read. It's like a formation. It's a sort of visual discrimination to know what they are looking into, what shapes and what are the formation of a certain thing that can make it on that way or in this way. So these are just some concepts that makes it fun for kids to learn. So here, this is my world. So this is the world around. It's my home. So many great things that my kid can learn from this topic here in the my home part. the world around us, general knowledge in our school, the library, shopping. These are also great concepts about the plants. I would be using this soon. I'd love to use this soon. Habitats. Nice concept. The desert, rainforest type stuff. Habitats. Song. They also put up some music things. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. The body parts, the clothes, and the food concept. What is vegetables? What is healthy and not. And some puzzles. Love it. I would be using nearly half. Nearly half is something that has to be learned by my kids at 3.5 years old. We did it once we finished, so we did it all. So again, this is the Brain Quest. Brain Quest pre-K workbook. If you haven't decided on what book or what curriculum to buy for your kids, I think this is great. It covers what has to be learned to have your kid, to give your kid a holistic type of learning, because it covers music, it covers general knowledge, it covers science, it covers not just literacy and math, it covers many things. So I think this is a good, though I don't know what is the retail price of this, but it seems to be valuable for what is inside it. Now I'll be covering what regarding the tracing. As again, I told you, some teachers don't recommend tracing. They're thinking like it's not developmentally appropriate to just keep on following, and they don't know if it's needed to just follow some formations. They don't know if it's helpful for the kid or not. Though some are really forcing like it's not helpful, but I know I in a little way it does increase learnings. There are many types of learning, and this is just one way. And don't focus on making them trace it every day. They have to learn to form it, of course. But then at the beginning, especially for very young kids, I think they do have to trace it somehow until they start to do it by themselves. Like how to form the triangle. It's just basically you trying to guide their hands to form the abacus at that point. And so as time goes on, it just built it upon what you have already know, and until it gets more complicated concepts like adding 2 digits. But he started learning addition using the abacus at age 4. So you can train your kids starting that age, using the abacus, any type of manipulatives that they can use while they count, and then they add very small numbers like 2 plus 2 together. It forms grades 4. So that's from this workbook. Let's get ready for year 1. So this is a big book. I bought it from one of the 10 dirham shops here in UAE. This is the English alphabet. Somehow this can be erased. This can be wiped clean. So perhaps my kids use this like 3 times the whole 7 months ago that I bought it. So I don't really push them to write because it's not developmentally appropriate. So they do ask me for pens and papers or crayons. So I base what I give them on what they want from me, not that I just give them right. No. Here I have Arabic because we are here in UAE and we're learning Arabic. And if you're learning Arabic, you have to start it this way. It's not this way. This is the English way of reading a book, but in Arabic way, you have to start it this way. Alif ba ta. So the kids have to learn. This is a very good addition to your Arabic homeschooling materials. You just the Alif. So this is just to make them perfect.
See you next time. Greetings from Seasons of Times.
Give them dry erase or whiteboard markers. And they can do it by themselves. The more they do it, the more they learn, of course. And you just have to let it up to them to decide if they want to do it or not. Just keep it available in your house, and when they want it, just give them a whiteboard. And again, that is our book review this week. These are our curriculums and tracing materials for kids 3 to 5 years old. So learn to read and write and even learn Arabic. Bye for now.